1.5 million Malawi kwacha for a room. Are you mad? Are you for a room? No. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is I, your girl Sandra Peachy MW, coming back to you with another video. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, baby. And if you want to help a broke girl out, there are ways to do that in the description box below. So in today's video, I will be talking about 3 or 4, maybe later. How many reasons why you should actually move back to Africa, Malawi. I did do a video of things I wish I knew and kind of put a clickbait title saying don't come back. A lot of people caught feelings, okay? A lot of people caught feelings, but I didn't mean it like that. That was just for you to click, okay? Really, I would love for everybody to come back, and I even said it in the video, like, you need to come back to Africa. You need to experience Africa in its full glory. Those are just things I wish I knew so that I could have prepared better for when I was coming here. Guys, hey, it's not that deep. Relax. It's not that deep. But now I'm gonna show you amazing reasons why I love living here in Malawi, Africa, and why I don't wanna move back. Okay, so number 1, the main reason I would stick to Africa is there is opportunity for growth. Guys, this country is still developing, okay? Think of it like that. The country is still developing. Africa is still developing, meaning the industries are not saturated. The industries have space for innovation. The industries have space to receive new products, okay? So you could be as innovative as bringing innovation in the sense of just bringing something that doesn't exist in the country, and you could make it, okay? That there is so much room for you to grow into whatever you want or bring in whatever you want. It's crazy, it's insane. If you're in the US, in the UK, the industries are saturated. You have people working degrees, working in McDonald's, working in, some of them don't even have jobs. So it's just because it's so saturated, it's hard to penetrate, it's hard to innovate. So that's why I think one of the biggest reasons, especially if you are educated or especially if you have the opportunity to invest, do it in Africa, because there's so much room for growth, right? That is why I'm here. I do digital marketing. What just happened? Oh, okay. I do digital marketing, and I'm one of the pioneers of that area in Malawi. Not that digital marketing is new. It's been there. It's growing, but I am able to be one of the few people that are starting it in this country because nobody's doing it. You get it? So that gave me space to grow a career, to grow myself professionally. Also, being an influencer, we don't have many influencers yet. Influencers in the sense of just influencer. We have people who are musicians or celebrities that are considered influencers, but not influencers that don't have another title like musician or something like that. I'm one of the few people that started this in this country. I'm not saying I'm the only one now. There are more people, but I could literally say I'm one of the few people. YouTube, in the sense, I see more Malawian YouTubers now, but when I started, there were not so many. So there was so much space for innovation, and that's one thing I loved so much. Number 2, it's a very affordable place to live. Cost of living in these countries is ridiculous, okay? The kind of house that I live in would cost me $1,000. I know friends who live in, not even an apartment, you can't even call it an apartment, like a studio, a room, and are paying $1,500, which is about 1.5 million Malawi kwacha for a room. Are you mad? Are you, for a room? No, I have a 2-bedroom house which cost me $100. $100. Must I say it again? $100. Cost of living. When I say it is affordable to live here, so if you manage to, because it's a thin, it's very hard, but if you manage to hit that sweet spot where you're just making enough, maybe you're making $2,000, when I tell you you are gonna live a luxury life, don't play with me. You don't sleep on that. You for sure are gonna live a luxury life if you're able to make $2,000 a month, because that is 2 million Malawi kwacha. And I told you my rent is $100. That leaves 1.9. You can buy groceries $200. That leaves you 1.7. Eh? If you have a car, you can fuel your car up full tank. Maybe $200 for fuel. You have 1.5 left. For what? For shopping, for fun, for enjoyment, for investment, for cost of living. Very great. That is an amazing thing for me. Another thing that I love about living in Africa or Malawi is the people. I love the people here. People are so friendly, and we are a community kind of people. We love to associate with others. We're not so close. You know, the European style where you don't even know who's your neighbor. You can't even go ask for salt, guys. You can ask for salt in the US, in the UK. You know, we so community oriented, and so we are friendly. When you go out to the clubs and you meet people, they're gonna buy you drinks, they're gonna chat with you. I don't know if it's because I got a paraphrase, I don't know, but really people so the hospitality here is impeccable. It's impeccable. The people are so beautiful. They literally, like my country exactly, like to be more specific, it's called the warm heart of Africa for a reason. For the people are really great and really nice. So the people, a plus. The fourth reason why I would encourage you to live in Africa is because it's beautiful. If you live in Malawi, we have the lake. We have the lake, we have mountains, we have safari, we have street food, we have restaurants, we have all these things. It's so beautiful. And like National Geographic will show you shit. We'll show you. I don't know where National Geographic may be, but I don't want to not acknowledge the poverty, but I'm just saying we are more than that. There are homes, there are casinos, there are bars, there are restaurants. There is so much more to the place than what you see on National Geographic. That's all I'm saying. It's really beautiful. If you're one person who loves touristic stuff, this is the place for you to be, because you can be doing anything really. You can be looking at lions. Not to say that we live with lions, but you can go to a place where you can see the lions. You could be swimming with fish. You could be dancing with the locals. Like, it's really beautiful. It's a very beautiful place, and I think you will enjoy it if you were to move back here, and you would never not have anything to do. I have a friend, Princess. She comes to Africa all the time, to Malawi, for her vacations, and she's always living her best life. I think she's the one you must follow to see how beautiful this place can be. Lastly, but not least, one reason you should totally move back is family. I know it's random, but one major reason I moved back to Malawi was to be closer to my family. I did not want to live isolated, alone. Isolated and alone in Costa Rica or America, and miss all the milestones of my family, marriage, weddings, funerals, celebrations, all that. I just really wanted to be close to my family, and that is one major thing for me, because for me, home is where the heart is, and my heart was here, and that is one of the reasons also I chose to stay and not move back anywhere else, you know, just here. So those are my 5 reasons why you should move back to Africa or Malawi if you're Malawian. And please, this is a very beautiful place. Come with an open mind. A lot of things are not there yet. Like I said, it's developing, but there is so much beauty in it. There's so much culture, and it's home. North, west, east, south, home is best. Okay, so if you enjoyed this, don't forget to comment, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.